All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome to the Bird's Nest. My name is Pink Bird Studios LLC. I go by Drew Bird Manga on Instagram and TikTok. And here I have with me a special guest. Say hello, Patrick.
Hey guys, I'm Pat. Uh, I go by P German 05 on here on YouTube, on Instagram, and I go by P German 055 on TikTok.
Okay, awesome. And welcome to the first podcast. And today I have Patrick with me. This is going to be, well, unscripted, to be honest. Today, um, as I'm recording this, we are going to be talking about Red Dragon. Um, it's a manga story that I'm working on. It's a shonen manga action adventure series that I'm developing. I am super passionate about this project, and today we're going to be talking about the main protagonist himself. His name is Elfen Red, the spiky, red-haired young man that you have seen in my recent posts on Instagram, the artwork, and we're going to talk about the story first of Red Dragon, and we'll go from there, and we're going to dive deep into who this character is. So this podcast is dedicated to talking about video games, comics, manga, and vice versa. I really appreciate you joining me today, Patrick, on this first episode epilogue.
Thanks for
So
having me, man.
yeah. So Now Red Dragon is mostly an original story concept for this series. Uh, not the real movie of Red Dragon, but it's something that I picked out of the top of my head while I was writing the story back in 2021. Uh, Red Dragon is it's a lore of dragons. As I was writing the story, and I do have the script as well. So, dragons. Ragnarok. Ragnarok is the evil ancient dragon in a battle that took place 400 years ago in the Toru Kingdom. Ragnarok. Those who bared arms, wizards and knights alike, took to fight the Ragnarok to protect the queen and its people. Queen Rosemary, she uses the last of her magic abilities to teleport the egg, her child, to the to an unknown village. And Her name is Rosemary. She is the queen, and she uses her magical powers known as Hakami. And In this desperate situation in the story, the queen and all of the wizards are killed because of the terrifying dragon, which is Ragnarok, who he burns them, well, destroys them in the prologue of the story, and they all die. The dragon Ragnarok, he is weakened by the fight, and on well, while wandering alone, a wandering stranger named Molly uh, finds the egg, and she happens to she was forced to adopt the very young elfin red that you see before you. Patrick, if you want to, do you have anything to say?
Yeah. Um, I like the story. I've told you this before, but I really do like the story that you have going here. Um, of course, those of you watching, Andrew knows this really well, but I'm not an anime guy. I'm not a manga guy. Um, but I'm the superhero Star Wars and all of the other nerdy things, that's kind of me. If you do follow my Instagram and my TikTok and all that, you would know that. Um, but but I do really like the story that you have going here. I really do like it.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Patrick.
Yeah.
So this, yeah, so this spiky-haired young man, his he was adopted by a kind foreign stranger, which is Molly.
Yeah.
And well, Elfen Red. The reason why I named this character Elfen Red, it's because, well, again, this story is it's a magic fairy tale with action adventure. And while I was studying manga on my journey, reflecting and looking into other like mangas, like, excuse me, My Hero Academia,
Yep.
which is a manga that I'm not really invested into anymore. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Fairy Tale, and other books like Shaman King, and while I was playing video games, I decided to give him this name because I thought it would be pretty interesting. And Elfin, he is the main black protagonist in the story, and mostly there are in comics. There are lots of well diverse and well black characters, such as, well, my favorite book that I have with me right now. I think it's called Clock Strikers. It was written by Frederick L. Jones. It's one of my favorite books from Saturday AM. I think, well, Patrick, you've read a lot of you've there is a lot of characters out there like Miles Morale, and I think
Yes.
Miles
There are a
Morale,
lot
and
of
yeah,
yeah.
and
There are a lot of there are a
right,
lot of predominantly black characters
right,
within comics like Marvel,
right.
DC, and all
Right, right,
that.
right. I've seen it before. I've seen it some
Yeah.
numbers of times, and like Elfin, as a child, he was he is very, like, again, since he's a dragon, he couldn't well control his temper, and
Okay.
which drove Molly nuts, and
Yeah.
at the time he started to mature more. So yeah, Elfin became very close to her, and he's a hatchling. He's a baby.
Yeah.
So basically, when children are very little, they tend to do a lot of crazy things.
Yes.
And Elfin was born that way.
Mm.
He didn't
Yeah.
show any dark tendencies. He's just a kid with no self-awareness of the things around her. And it goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's something I, I really I really enjoy looking into, because when you um, well, look at stories like Hunter x Hunter and Dragon Ball and Naruto, you can understand that these characters deal with, like, growth. And
Yeah.
like Goku, for example, like, as a baby, um, his sane program was erased when he fell from a high cliff. We all know Goku's story, but with Elfin Red, he has a violent nature, which drove Molly nuts. So
Yeah.
he's a child, and he started walking and progressing, and I and his appearance, he's very young. He wears a white T-shirt, which he still
Hmm.
wears. He still holds on into it because, well, back in the
It
old
means a lot
time,
to him.
back in the old times, well, um, mostly he didn't wear any fancy get-ups or
Yeah.
anything else like that. So, yeah, Patrick, what were you going to say?
Um. All I was going to say was he wears that. You mentioned he wears a white T-shirt
Right,
he's had since he was young.
right,
It he has it because it means a lot to him. And what I was going to say
Hmm.
before you got to that point was young children in general can be really unpredictable, right? They can be just out of control. But a young child with superpowers, or in this case, magic powers, with Elfin being a dragon and
Right.
him having the ability of fire, correct?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And a young boy, a young energetic, out of control boy
Hmm.
with the abilities of fire
Right.
is is a completely it is on a completely other level of than just a regular child with the unpredictable child. But
Right.
I do I but I do really like I like your character of Elfin, man. I really do. I like him a lot. I like that even though I have not read the entire story yet, and I promise I will. But what I have read so far, I'm into it. I like what you're doing with Elfin and how he is going to grow and mature and actually become the hero that he wants to be throughout the story. And that's even though that kind of thing has been written thousands of times.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It still
What
stands.
matters is that what matters is that you're writing this character. You created this character, and the character means a lot to you, and that is something that I think is really cool.
Right. Right. Like like stories have been stories like this have been told for thousands of years, and it's something that I don't want to force this story and just say, hey, like read this. No, like
Yeah.
it's something that I've taken some time to reflect on for so long, and I've grown up I've grown up with the four kids programs such as Sonic X. Let me see. Well, Teen Titans, not the original one, Yu-Gi-Oh, all those shows and stuff. I feel so
Oh.
intrigued and interest in other stories and shows that
Like
I've watched. Yeah,
you've seen that story and
yeah,
stories similar to it,
yes,
so
yeah,
you wanted to replicate it,
right,
with your own.
right. And Sonic, again, like Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic X, it was my childhood, and I look at these characters and I feel attached to them, and it's something that I wanted to keep on continuing on writing. I I
Yeah.
feel I feel this drive of wanting to talk about the story with other people and say,
Hmm.
hey, what do you think of these characters? What do you think of the art? What do you think of the
Yeah.
story? And I feel like, you know, when it comes to like, I just look at these characters as, hey, I really think that, I could put more effort into the story, like really explain the lore of these characters, where they come from. You don't need to like resonate or root for the characters. You can understand their plots and really,
Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like Elfin Red, he's not me in particularly. He's not the character. Isn't myself. He's a vision
Yeah.
he's a vision of the idea that I have, and with Elfin having spiky red hair, rocking that red spiky hair with yellow horns, or uh, it replicates some of the shows that I've grown up with as a child. Sonic X,
Yeah.
other shows like, well, Bobo, the Toonami Block, Zatch Bell, you name it. And you know, Elfin, he's he the story of him, his character, it's about determination, uh, you know, uh, striving to become something better, and Elfin goes through this training process of mastering his magic in the world of Red Dragon. Um, it's called a magic concentration, and I've written this down.
Hmm.
It means magic is
Yeah.
it's a skill to where, well, basically characters like Rayling, but we'll get to that later on. Not later on, but another time. The user who creates magic uses the elements of nature: fire, water, light, darkness, and wind. It comes from emotional feelings by materializing mana in the aura around them. Some magic can be used to destroy and create natural disasters. Now,
Yeah.
now, to to put this simply and understand Elfin's story. In the story, Elfin, he grows up. He was adopted at a very young age, and he and as the story progresses, he befriends a little girl named Robin, which
Yeah.
which 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 it plays a huge impact in Elfin's story. And Elfin, those two, well, both Elfin and Robin. Robin is she has pink hair, and she's very
Yeah.
sweet and caring. She has no special powers, but she gives Elfin this magic scarf, a silver scarf, and she ties
Mhm.
it. She ties it around Elfin's left arm
Yeah.
because in the story that I written down, Elfin he gets stung by bees, and Robin she ties it to her left arm, and it's a magic scarf that will change color from white to red, and
Yeah.
this magic scarf is given to those who have passion for adventure. Um, Elfin is described as clumsy, energetic. He's not like dumb like characters like Poe from Kung Fu Panda and Luffy from
Yeah.
One Piece. Elfin is self-aware of the things around him. He doesn't know anything about like transportations or like self like communication or whatever. He's living a normal life as a human, but the character is that he's a dragon hybrid. So
Yeah.
he uh, so in the story, Elfin, Robin passes away, and because of that, she is exposed to dark magic, and with the death of Robin, this would impact Elfin's life, which he goes on this quest to become a wizard, and
Mhm.
he trains with his mentor, Master Shin. So in the story, he trains and he understands the concepts of magic manipulation. No, it wasn't magic manipulation. Magic concentration. So
Yeah.
it's a training regimen, and Elfin he is able to use his magic to focus the power of his flames or fire on his palms, and it's most similar to art that I've seen. And fairy tale is a good example, but since this is my character, I decided to have the character, well, Elfin Red, form like I would say in a standstill, like with him like using his fire as like boxing gloves or something like that. I wouldn't say boxing gloves, but it's him like mastering his fire control or magic control.
Yeah.
If if that makes sense. So his
Yeah. I gotcha.
yeah, so she yeah, Elfin is he is determined to become a wizard, and he's determined, very determined to make his sister's dreams a reality.
Yeah.
So with her gone, this affects Elfin and the world around him, and he starts to understand like what he needs to do as the hero of the story. So Red Dragon is the focus of Elfin's story, and and his goals of becoming not just a wizard, but a hero who could protect those close to him. He wants to become the Dragon King, but it won't be easy. There are other dragons that will be standing in his way. Um, so as I'm writing this, the Dragon King is aging. Explains why people in the modern day wouldn't know his crimes and judge Elfin accordingly.
Yeah.
Elfin's ancestry is discovered later on, causing scorn against him. His story is about training to be a hero despite the evil deeds of evil ancestors and overcoming the anger against him. So,
Yeah.
so of the story of Elfin is about training to become a hero, and despite his ancestry and his father's past crimes, people don't know that. People don't know that Elfin is the son of the worst man in history. So
Hmm.
Elfin is treated with respect and with kindness by those near and dear to him, and they don't question about his race or his gender or who he is. He's a goofy kid
Yeah.
who just wants to follow his goals, and and I feel like it makes sense because he's making friends. He's not like an asshole. He's not, overpowered. I don't want this character to be overpowered. Hell no. I've spoken to a buddy of mine about this. Is that I don't want my character to be immortal or to have some sort of godlike strength.
Hmm.
And I feel like with my art, I'm fine with it, and I want to talk about it as well with in future podcasts. But yeah, this character is fine. It's just some characters like Saitama are like very invincible, but Saitama's a good character. It's just that making a powerful character is just it's so boring. It's really boring. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So Elfin, he is a hatchling. So what I mean by hatchling is that he was born from an egg, the same egg that Molly uses her powers to save her son is what the story holds. Elfin was born from that egg, and he grows up in a normal environment. And um, yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. The story of Elfin Red, it focuses on determination, his dream of becoming a wizard, and he joins the Leaf Adventures Guild in the Toru Kingdom. The Toru Kingdom has changed since. So this is in the present timeline. So this is before after the war, and the Toru
Yeah.
Kingdom has changed. So guilds from across the world are formed, shops and kingdoms and stuff like that. So he travels to the kingdom of Toru to where his story actually begins. And he makes
Yeah.
and the two characters that you are seeing right next to him are those are his companions. Clover Portini is the one wearing glasses.
Hmm.
She's a bookworm. She's a nerd, and Melton is a karate fighting wizard. And I had a lot of fun sketching this out. I really did. I made a video talking about, of how, of who these characters are. But we'll talk about that as well at some point in time. But Patrick, do you will have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
Um. Yeah. Again, I really like your story. I really like what you have going here, um going back to what we were talking about earlier with like black protagonists and black main characters and all that. Um, I like that Elfin is black, right? I like that Elfin is black because there are not a lot of predominantly black um like protagonists and characters within manga and comics and all that. I mean, there are a lot. There are a lot of really popular ones, but in my opinion, I don't really think there's enough. And Elfin is, and I'm glad that you made Elfin black because there, in my opinion, again, there needs to be more predominantly black protagonists in manga and just comics in general.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that that I wanted to touch more on this too, and not to, because I don't want to like, you know, offend anyone or say the wrong things, but I'm proud of my work, and
Yeah,
it's
as you should, man.
and
It's really good.
yeah, I really am, and I want to strive to tell the story the best way that I can. Like Elfen, he's not going anywhere. The main focus is on him and other characters, dragons, and you know, I want to tell the story because I want to, and I love talking about manga. I love talking about comics. I want to continue on making podcasts and episodes like this in the coming future.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, do you have any questions before we wrap this up? Like what
Uh, no, I think I got everything covered.
Okay. All right. So this has been the Bird's Nest. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care. May God bless you guys. This is, Drew Bird Manga, aka Pinkbird Studios. Thank you, Patrick. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
All right, I'll see you guys.
See ya.